Marvel Comics just released a new Black Widow one-shot titled The Widow's Sting, and let me tell you, I'm feeling the sting. What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to Second Street. Smash that like button and let's get right into today's video where we are talking about Black Widow, Widow's Sting. This is a one-shot issue being published by Marvel Comics. It is being written by Ralph Macchio. Simone Bufontino is the artist, Rochelle Rosenberg is the colorist, and VC's Travis Lanham is the letterer. Emma Lupacchino and Niraj Menon is the cover artist that I have here. I'll show you those names right there so those people can get their credit. Now this book, not really sure exactly when it takes place, but we see it opens up where we are in the Long Island estate of Mafia crime boss Silvio Manfredi, and it starts off really great. We see Black Widow infiltrating this mansion while there's this party going on, and there's all kinds of great action here, the kinds of things that I want to see out of Black Widow. And take a look at some of that. Now, some of the art in here, there's some inconsistencies in the art in this book, some things that I'm not really keen to. I gotta say that Rochelle Rosenberg's colors in this book are great. Rochelle Rosenberg is a good colorist. I just want to let that be known right now. I do love the colors in this book as well. Not so much the art here, where there are some of the inconsistencies and just some of the things like that. But we see that she infiltrates this dinner party, and she gets in there. She gets into costume, and she's tracking down her man. Who is she looking for? Well, Silvio Manfredi. That's right, otherwise known as Silvermane. So she ends up finding him and making contact, and of course she's in disguise, so he doesn't know who she is. And of course he's suspect when they see her, because that's Natasha Romanoff, right? And so I don't know, just it starts off pretty cool here, and then he gets into a meeting with the family here, and with the Maggio family. Magia? I think it's Magia. I don't know. Anyway, you can feel free to pick on me about that down in the comments below. But what he's doing, he's sitting there basically in front of all of these families, telling them, like, I'm the new crime boss now, and you know, you're gonna I'm gonna rule all this stuff, and you're gonna give me 50% of all of your money. And they're like, what? Are you crazy? And this is when he whips out the wand of Watum and tells them, with this, nobody's gonna stop me. So, like, you can either join me, or, you know, he shows them what the consequences are if they don't. And of course, naturally, they all join him. And then he sends the wand of Watum down with his henchmen. Yes. Man Mountain Marco takes the wand of Watum and takes it into storage, into a safe place, to where Natasha Romanoff, this is what she's after. Natasha is after this wand. And so as she's tracking it down and infiltrating this place, she gets caught up in a series of traps. Yeah, she gets caught up in a series of traps in which she goes through and uses a bunch of her Widow Sting everywhere to get past these traps, to finally find the wand of Watum, only for it not to be actually there. She got fooled that easily. You know, they're sitting there like, fooled you. It's kind of how I'm feeling about this comic book, and Marvel selling me this thing for $3.99. Anyway, guys, getting into here, she gets into this confrontation with Man Mountain Marco, but during all that, this is when Silvermane steps in, and he is he's in his cybernetic form. He's got this big old cybernetic form here. I won't confess to know a whole lot about Silvermane, but anyway, he steps in here and he gets into this altercation. He gets into it with the Black Widow, but also we see there's this other figure here that ends up stepping in to help Natasha Romanoff. This was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. that was actually sent in previously to infiltrate and try to track down this weapon that Silvermane had. And in the meantime, she had got taken in and discovered and horribly disfigured. And that's kind of where this story ends, after they end up retrieving the wand of Watum, and this agent having a little conversation with Natasha Romanoff, and telling her how things are, and Natasha saying, "Oh well, that's how it goes. Altogether, I gotta say, this book started off really good. Like I said, Natasha Romanoff is one of my favorite characters, Black Widow, here in Marvel Comics. And this book was a real letdown. It started off really good, but then we get in here, we just see her not really doing a whole lot. I feel like this should have been maybe a longer story with stuff going on, because it really started to feel like this was just, really quick, like a one-shot that was gonna have not a whole lot go on or happen in it. All we got was that Doctor Strange isn't around. The Wanda Tomb ended up in the hands of Silvermane. Natasha went in and got it while she was doing a mission for S.H.I.E.L.D. The story here was very weird. Now, one thing I will say is in this one section here in this book, we see when Mountain Man Marco is taking the Wanda Tomb to this place where they're keeping it stored. He's sitting there. It's got a thought bubble. There's a thought bubble here. I'm like, wow. It seems like it's been a while since I've seen a thought bubble in a comic book. But also some of the other stuff here where we're seeing Natasha kind of talking. Some of the narration that she's given seems like. Some of it seems like conversation that she would be having in her, not even conversation, like some of these feel like they should be in thought bubbles, while some of them feel like they should be narration. Altogether, I gotta say, I'm not sure if it was the editing or the layouts on this. I don't know who put this together. I feel like this book was probably slapped together with that new Adobe, what is that thing they come up with, that comic shop thing? Adobe Comic Blast. Gah! You know what I'm talking about, yeah. Yeah, that Adobe thing that it's good for comic pros to make comics with. I feel like this is what they did. Like they slapped the story into one of those word programs, and it spit all these words out there into these word bubbles and thought bubbles and a thought bubble and all these panels. Like this is like I don't know. I feel like this book was way too short. The story was not good for what it was. Some of the inconsistencies in the art was just it was like, I don't know, it was horrendous for the most part. Because we get some of these shots here, Natasha, here sneaking around and going, and just some of this action going on here, like the proportions and just like, I don't know, everything looks kind of weird. Like even look right here, like I'm not sure what's going on with like that right there, this art in here. But again, look at the colors here. Rochelle Rosenberg does a great job doing the colors on this. I mean, you can't blame any of this on her. Like I could just some of this art in here is so bad. I mean, even Mountain Man Marco, we see like through this whole book, we've seen like his gloves, man, like them gloves are gonna fall off his little hands. Look at this. Look at his little wrists. Look at his little wrists. I don't know what this art is in this book. Again, just I feel like this was really rushed. Oh, look at this too. Look at Mountain Man Marco right there. Like what is his little chicken legs he got? What is his little? Where are his organs? I'm kidding. I'm not for sure what's going on with this, but I do think this book was rushed. It was slapped together. There was no real thought or anything put into this. I'm not sure what the point of this was. We get the Wanda Tomb being hunted down by Natasha, working with S.H.I.E.L.D. for who knows what. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about Black Widow's Widow Sting. If you read it, what your thoughts are on it. If it's worth reading, I will tell you, I wouldn't recommend this book. And you guys know that I love Black Widow. For my favorite. Look, I'm wearing a Black Widow shirt, right? Come on, guys. Anyway, definitely not worth the $3.99. I am feeling the Widow's Sting, and just not very good. Let me know what you thought about this comic book, or let me know what you thought about this video. Am I full of it? Let me know down in the comments below. That's all I have for this video today, folks. You all have a very good day. Thank you for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. We'll see you all in the next video. Later.